Special thanks to Patreon supporter Derek Frost Westbrook for making this video possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, ZPro here bringing you another Minecraft Cold War BAFTA build tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to be going ahead and building the Novorossiysk aircraft carrier. The Novorossiysk was a conventionally powered aircraft carrier that served the Soviet Navy and Russian Navy from 1982 to 1993. She was the third Kiev-Class vessel to be built. She was designed to engage in offensive actions as a guided missile cruiser, mostly using her deck-mounted missiles, as well as support anti-submarine surface actions with her embarked air group. The ship was laid down at the former Soviet Black Sea shipyard in Mykolaiv, Ukraine on September 30th, 1975, launched on December 24th, 1978, commissioned on September 12th, 1982, and decommissioned in June 1993. The third ship in her class she served in the Soviet Pacific Fleet. The ship experienced some various exercises and did training and stuff like that out there in the Pacific. In 1991, the ship made its last voyage before the break of the USSR. In 1995, the Novorossiysk hull, which had suffered a serious engine room fire 2 years back, was sold for scrapping. It was broken up in 1997 at the Pohang, South Korea. So yeah, a very short-lived career for this ship, but kind of a staple Soviet-era kind of aircraft carrier that saw service during that kind of Cold War period. And it really kind of encompasses the Soviet naval doctrine, which is basically put as many guns on a ship as we can. And, well, I say guns, but really missiles and guns. This thing was really armed to the teeth and really kind of was its own class of vessel, I would say. So pretty interesting carrier and really really cool one, to say the least, and our first ever Russian one for our BAFTA build series. Maybe before we go and take a look at it, I want to go and give special thanks to Patreon supporter Derek Frost Westbrook for making this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel more than you guys already do, feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is always in my video descriptions, where you can go and put a small amount to the channel every month, and in doing so earn a few course of your choosing. Really helps support the work I do on my channel and is very greatly appreciated, so definitely feel free to check that out again if you are interested. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into taking a look here at the ship. So starting off with, we have basically the bow of the ship here, which contains all the main armaments, so anti-ship missiles and various guns and everything like that located all here in the bow of the ship. As we approach back, we have the conning tower here, which just has all of its communication equipment and all that stuff, basically the various things you're going to see on a ship of this type. So a carrier, all the communication equipment and stuff like that they typically house. We then have the angled flight deck here. This carrier was able to carry Yak-38s, which were basically a VTOL type fighter aircraft, and also helicopters. So carried a pretty small complement of vehicles, or I should say aircraft. But yeah, pretty simple flight deck. Not a lot of deck space, to say the very least. But yeah, on the back here, pretty much nothing too fancy with that. Angled flight deck, all that. It does have a low profile too compared to American carriers, just due to the fact that it has a very small hangar deck space, and really is kind of just designed to be a attack ship. Really, I mean, it really doesn't really have that much aircraft capability, and considering it's really not an aircraft carrier, it's kind of more just like of a modified cruiser, I guess you can say. But yeah, overall, really nice looking ship. It has some really good design features for it. I think it's going to make an awesome addition to any of your BAFTA build fleets as a carrier for the Soviet Navy. We have some pretty cool ships so far in the Soviet Navy, coming in with the Kirov-class battlecruiser, the Leningrad, which is a helicopter carrier. Again, kind of the same doctrine, bunch of guns on the front, a flight deck on the back here, and now we have the Kiev. So you have a really good collection of Soviet BAFTA builds here, popping up. So definitely, take some time and build some of these. They're really cool, and I really do love these. So anyways, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our first layer here, we go ahead and start with layer 1. If you're completely new to my tutorials, the way I like to structure these bigger BAFTA build tutorials, I like to do half on camera, half off. What this means is we're building the entire center line of the ship, and then basically everything on the right side. We're going to do this for the first probably about 3 layers for this ship, and then once we get into kind of the more detailed sections and stuff like that, we'll start to take our time and kind of move through it all together, especially since this aircraft carrier is very asymmetrical at points. So that's kind of the way we're going to be structuring this tutorial and kind of going about doing it. So just want to throw that out there as well. Now, we're going to go and start with layer 1 here. And one thing to mention is if you do want to build this in the water, which I imagine a lot of you guys will want to do, you do want to make sure that the water level is set at this point here. So you can see our blue concrete here representing our water level. You can see this is basically a block underneath the water level. So just make sure that's set up correctly, as obviously if you don't build it correctly in the height of the water, it's going to sit really weird. So just make sure that's correct, and once you guys are confident that you're good to go, we can go ahead and get started. First thing we want to do is we're going to place down a andesite wall, 2 polished andesite blocks, and then 2 red concrete blocks here down our center. We're going to go to the bottom of the 2 polished andesite blocks, place down 2 iron trapdoors, and then a acacia wood trapdoor underneath this first red concrete block. After that red concrete, we want to go and very simply go ahead and build a row of brick top slabs to go all the way back, a total of 42 blocks. So again, from that red concrete block all the way back, 42 brick top slabs, and then we're just going to place down an acacia wood trapdoor there on the very end. After that's done, going back up to the front here, we're going to count back to our 4th brick top slab, so right here. And we're going to then go back from this brick top slab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and 37 brick top slabs back. So just like that for that outside row. We're going to then go to this row we just placed and count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our 6th brick top slab, and place down 1 to the side here. And again, a row going back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30 brick top slabs back. And then going ahead and going to the side of this row we just placed again, we're going to count back. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and our 8th brick top slab here. We're going to place down an acacia wood trapdoor to the side, followed by a second one, and then a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 brick top slabs back, and then 2 acacia wood trapdoors after those brick top slabs. After that's all done, going up here to the front, we also want to go and grab some light gray stained glass panes. We're going to place down 2 light gray stained glass panes next to those 2 polished andesite blocks, and then 2 red stained glass panes next to those 2 red concrete blocks. After that's all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 1 for the build. And looking at from above here, this is what we should have for our initial layout. Anyways, that right there is going to complete this layer. Let's go ahead and move on to our next layer, layer number 2. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer 2, to go ahead and get started with, here we're going to place down a red stained glass pane on top of this andesite wall here on the very front. And then going back from it, we're going to be placing down a long row of red concrete. That in total is going to go all the way back. Let's take out 1 past this acacia wood trapdoor, so it should be a total of 48 red concrete blocks from that red stained glass pane going all the way back along the center of the aircraft carrier. We're going to go then place down a row of 4 of brick top slabs at the end of that row of red concrete. That right there is going to complete our center line, and we're going to start working our way out to the sides. Beginning on the front here, on top of these 2 red stained glass panes, we're going to place down 2 more, and then we're going to go and place down a row of 2 of brick walls, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 red concrete blocks back. I'm going to go double check our count here, and we should have a total of 40 red concrete blocks back from that brick wall. After that, we want to go and then place down a brick upside down stair coming off this red concrete block, and then we want to go then take our end rods and go back 2 end rods back from the stair, followed by a birchwood slab, and then 1 and 2 acacia wood trapdoors like that along those 2 brick top slabs. After that's all done, go ahead and go back up to the front here. We're going to go and go to our 2nd red concrete block. We're going to place down a red stained glass pane coming off of it, followed by a 2nd red stained glass pane back, 2 brick walls, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32, and 33 back. And we can go and then check our length here, and it should be a total of 33 red concrete blocks back from that brick wall. After that, on the side here, we're going to go and then very simply place down a brick upside down stair and a brick top slab. After that, we want to go and then place down a row of acacia wood trapdoors. So it's going to be 1, 2, and 3. acacia wood trapdoors like so, followed by 2 brick walls, and then another acacia wood trapdoor here on the end. One thing I do want to mention is over here on the left side, coming off these 2 acacia wood trapdoors, once you transfer the right side over to the left side, you will have 2 iron bars coming off those 2 acacia wood trapdoors there. So just make sure that you don't forget to add that on later on. Anyways, after that is done there, our next row to the side, we're going to go back up to the front. We're going to count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our 5th red concrete block back. We're going to place down 2 red stained glass panes to the side, so coming off the 5th and the 6th block, followed by 2 brick walls, and then a row of red concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. Red concrete blocks back. We're going to go then follow this up with a brick upside down stair and a brick top slab, just like that. And after that's all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 2 there for the build. And looking at it from above, this is what it should look like from the top down view. Actually, one thing also is we do want to build the 4th prop, and that's going to be coming off this top slab here. 1, 2, and 3 end rods, and then a birchwood slab, just like that. Actually, sorry, it's only 2 end rods, and then a birchwood slab. So just like that on both sides there, and looking at it from above here, this is what it should look like. Anyways, that right there is going to complete what we have there for layer 2, and with that, let's go ahead and move into layer number 3. I guess moving into our next row here, we have layer number 3. For layer 3 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a stone block on top of this red concrete block here, and we want to go and take this row of stone blocks, and in total, it's going to be a length of 51 blocks back, so it should end on this second from last brick top slab here on the very end. So, again, we have our first block here, and then 50 blocks back to make a total of 51. On the back here on this brick top slab here, we're going to place down a polished andesite block, and then a lever, or sorry, a tripwire hook coming off the block like that toward the back there. After that's done, going back up to the front and working our way out to the sides here, we're going to go to the second stone block. We're going to place down 2 light gray stainless panes to the side, 2 andesite walls, and then a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42 stone blocks back. I'm going to go and double check the count here, and it should be 42 stone blocks back. We're going to go ahead and place down a row of 4 of red concrete, and then a stone stair on the back here, and then coming off the side of the stone stair, we're going to place down a additional stair, but this is going to be a corner stair of stone. Then coming off the back of the corner stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red concrete blocks, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 stone blocks back, or forward, 2 of these andesite walls, and we're going to go then place down 2 light gray stainless panes there to the side, like so. After that, we then want to go ahead and go back to our second stone block here from the front. We're going to place down 2 light gray stainless panes, 2 andesite walls back, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32 stone blocks back, followed by 1, 2, and 3 stone up down stairs like that along the back side there. After we have that done there, we want to go and grab ourselves some stone buttons. We're going to go to the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th block from last, so full blocks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our 5th block here. We're going to place down a stone button, then a second one next to it, skip a space, and then 2 more stone buttons like so along the side there. And then after that's all done on the back here, we do have a technique also, which if you do have access to a debug stick, you can go ahead and do this quick little feature here. So we'll go ahead and use our command here, the give @p debug stick. And using the debug stick here, on the left side and left side only above these end rods, we're going to place down 2 levers like this on the side of a block. We're going to go then change the orientation, so we rotate them so that they face like this and they connect up to those stairs and look like they're connected to them. We can then activate the levers like this, flick them down, and they will connect up to those iron trapdoor or those iron bars like so. And that's going to be on the left side of the ship and the left side only. Also, only on the left side, we're going to go and go up here to the bow of the ship, and we're going to go and place down a iron trapdoor next to this andesite wall there. So coming off it to the left side. Anyways, that right there is going to complete what we have there for layer 3. At this point here, we're going to probably move into basically doing both sides all together as we start to kind of experience some of the differences here and all that fun stuff. So we'll probably maybe do both sides separately from each other. But anyways, with that, let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 4. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our next layer here, we have layer number 4. Layer 4 is going to be a bit of a longer layer as we're going to be basically doing both sides kind of all together, as both sides are kind of drastically different from each other. Well, I don't want to say drastically, but they are pretty different from each other. To go ahead and get started with here, the first thing we're going to want to go ahead and do is we're going to be wanting to go ahead and start off by going ahead and going to the front. We're going to place down a stone block on top of this one here, and then one more stone block that goes forward. Now on both sides of this stone block here, we're going to go ahead and place down a skeleton skull. So to both sides like that, and we then want to go ahead and place down a light gray stained glass pane to both sides of the second stone block. We're going to place down a item frame coming off this glass pane. And in that item frame, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves a crossbow, and we'll place down a crossbow in the item frame and rotate so it's facing downwards like so. After that, we want to go and then go back 1 and 2 more, and actually sorry, 3 more stone blocks. We're going to place down a light gray stained glass pane on both sides of the second block, and then 2 hand-side walls back on both sides. Then taking our stone blocks, we're going to place down a row of 3 of stone blocks across, a second row of 3, a third, fourth, fifth, and 6th row of 3 going across. On our last row here, we're going to place down 2 inside walls forward, and then 2 light gray stained glass panes forward. Same thing over here, 2 inside walls forward, and 2 light gray stained glass panes. So that's what it should look like there for the side so far. After this point, we're going to go and then take our stone blocks. We're going to go and do a row of 5 across. So a row of 5, followed by a second row of 5, a third row, a fourth row, and then a fifth row of 5 of stone of these stone full blocks going across here. Now what we want to do here is we're going to go ahead and go to our third and fourth blocks here. We're going to place down 2 light gray stained glass panes on both sides. Then over here on the right side, we're going to place down an andesite wall. And then over here on the other side, we're going to place down a stone stair, followed by a stone corner stair, coming off that stair like so. Coming off the stone corner stair, we're going to go ahead and place down a acacia wood slab, and we then want to go and place down a skeleton skull coming off the stone stair like that. We then want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood sign also on the side here of the slab, just like that. And that's going to basically be the right, or the left side there. We're going to go ahead and place down an acacia wood plank here, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4 stone blocks over, and then another andesite wall to the side there. Now at this point here, we then want to go ahead and go along the left side here, and we're going to take our stone blocks, and going back from the corner stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 stone blocks back. So again, 24 blocks back. We're going to then go out to the side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 again. We're going to go then take our iron trapdoors. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 iron trapdoors back. And we then want to go and go to the side here again. Go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 iron trapdoors back, just like that. And then after we have that done, we're going to go over here to the other side, so the right side over here. And we're going to go back from our walls here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone blocks back. We're going to go then place down a row of 3 of stone top slabs. So it's actually going to be a stone upside down stair to begin with. So stone upside down stair and then 2 stone top slabs. On the inside there of those top slabs, we're going to place down black concrete. So 1, 2, 3 black concrete blocks on the inside there. Then taking our stone blocks, going back from this top side, we're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 blocks back. So just like that, 16 blocks back. Then in the center space here, we want to go and grab ourselves some acacia wood slabs here, or just acacia wood blocks in general is probably going to be our best bet. And so acacia wood planks, which are up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and actually change these 3 stone blocks out. So actually we're going to place down 3 acacia wood planks in their spot. And we just want to run a row of 3 of acacia wood planks going down the center here. So this is going to go all the way down the center of the ship and pretty much all the way to the back. So we're just going to kind of run this all the way back here. And keep on running it back down the center. And we're going to stop once we get to basically this point here. So 1 block there from the end. And once we get to this point, we're just going to go ahead and take our stone blocks and just place down a row of 3 with stone blocks across the back there. So that's going to fill in that center space there. After that's done, we can go ahead and fill in this space here with stone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone blocks, and we can run this all the way back here until we're in line with this row of stone. So we can stop right there. And then over here, the same thing. We can fill this space in here with stone also, all the way along the side here, like so. So just like that. And after we have that done there, we can go ahead and then focus our attention to this section. This section here would place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 black concrete blocks. Same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We then want to go ahead and grab our quartz slabs and our quartz stair. We're going to place down a quartz stair like so, followed by a quartz slab behind it. And we then want to go ahead and follow this up and place down an end rod like so. And we're going to go then place down 2 polished blackstone slabs going back. And after we have that done, we're just going to place down 2 stone blocks. Same thing is going to be done over here. So a quartz stair, quartz slab, a end rod, 2 polished blackstone slabs like so. And we're going to go and then place down 2 stone blocks like so. After that, we're going to go and grab iron trapdoors. Over here on the left side, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 iron trapdoors back. And then on the last 2, we're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors out. Over here on the other side, we're going to go ahead and then take our iron trapdoors. We're going to go back up to this first stone block here. And we're going to run a row of iron trapdoors all the way along the side of this row. So on the right side of the ship. So just like this, even past our little lifeboats there and all the way back to this stone block here. After we get to this point, we're going to place down 2 more stone blocks here. Iron trapdoor to the right side. And then over here, again, 2 stone blocks like that to the side. However, this time we're going to take a dark oak trapdoor and we'll place down a dark oak trapdoor like so. At this point here, we're going to go then take our acacia wood slabs. We're going to place down 2 acacia wood slabs here to the sides. A dark oak trapdoor coming off the first acacia wood slab to both sides. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a crossbow and a dark oak wood sign. We're going to place down a dark oak wood sign on the side of those acacia wood slabs. Then a daylight detector. So a daylight detector like this coming off those slabs to both sides again. And then we're going to go ahead and take redstone repeaters, and we're just going to place down 2 redstone repeaters facing this direction here, going back from the daylight detector. And then we just want to take stone blocks, fill in space here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone blocks, and then over here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. At this point here, we can go ahead and then take our andesite walls and our light gray stained glass. And actually, one thing also to change here is we're going to place down a stone corner stair right here on the corner. So just a corner stair right there, and same thing right there. And after that, on the back here, we're just going to place down a row of 1 and 2 andesite walls, and then 2 light gray stained glass panes over to kind of angle the rear of the flight deck there. And with that all complete, that is going to basically wrap up what we have here for this layer. One thing also to mention is that you can put the aircraft carrier number on it. So in particular, the Novorossiysk was 137 was its official designation. So we're going to go ahead and basically make a 1, 3, and 7 using light gray banners and white lettering. I'm not going to show you guys specifically how to do this in the tutorial, as there are plenty of tutorials that do cover how to do this. However, just know it's 137 and it's going to be positioned here on this andesite wall, the stone block, and then the second stone block. So it's like that, 137. And over here, same thing. It's going to read left to right, like so. So you have 137, 137. So that's something you can go ahead and add on as well. Again, I'm not going to show you guys exactly how to do those banners, as there are tutorials that cover a number of banners, and plus if you want to do a different version of the Kievs, or one of the other Kiev-Class ships also, you can find the numbers of those ships online. So anyways, that right there is going to complete what we have there for layer 4. Again, here's an overview of what it looks like. Probably going to be one of our longest layers. And with that, let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 5. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our next layer, we have layer 5. Layer 5 here is going to be probably our longest layer, as we do have basically a lot going on here. As you can see, this is what our layer is going to look like completed. As you can see, there is a ton for us to do. Starting off with, we're going to be going ahead and going to the front of the ship here, and to begin with, we're going to place down a acacia wood plank on top of this stone block, followed by additional stone block that goes off toward the front here, and we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a stone top slab, and we'll place down a stone top slab here on the end of this stone block. After that's done, coming off this stone top slab, we're going to place down one more top slab out to both sides, and then we're going to go back from it with a stone upside down stair to both sides. We then want to place down a stone full block after the stair, and then we're going to place down another acacia wood plank here in the center, followed by another stone full block to the sides with a dark oak wood sign on the sides of those stone full blocks. From this point here, we want to go and then place down a stone brick stair to both sides like so, an acacia wood slab there in the center, and we're going to then place down an acacia wood fence gate, open it up toward that acacia wood slab like so, and we then want to place down an acacia wood slab to both sides of that fence gate. All on the side of the stair and the slab, we're going to place down two dark oak wood signs running along the side there. After we get to this point, we're going to place down a stone block here in the center. Again, a stone brick stair to both sides with the skeleton skull coming off the side of the stair. We then want to go ahead and place down a stone brick wall in the center, coming off that stone block, followed by an acacia wood slab to both sides, and again a skeleton skull coming off those acacia wood slabs. We're going to then place down an acacia wood slab in the center, a stone brick stair to both sides, and again a skeleton skull to the sides of those stairs. We're going to go then place down a daylight detector in the center, a acacia wood slab to both sides, and a skeleton skull again coming off the side of those slabs. After that, we're going to place down a stone stair in the center here, like so, and then we're going to place down two stone full blocks going back from that stone stair. After that, along those three blocks, we're going to place down three stone brick walls to both sides there. Coming off our first wall, we're going to place down a skeleton skull, like that. And then on top of these two walls here, we're going to place down two skeleton skulls, like so. After that, we're going to go then place down a row of 3 of daylight detectors, followed by a skeleton skull again to both sides. We're going to go then place down a row of 5 of daylight detectors, going across like that. We then want to place down a stone block in the middle here, a stone stair like that to both sides. We're going to go then place down an additional 2 stone blocks going down the center here, stone stair to both sides, and a stone corner stair like that in the corners. After that's all complete, we want to then take our stone brick walls, place down a row of 3 to both ends, like so. Once we get to this point here, we're going to be going ahead and now getting into our differences that go on both sides. To begin with, we want to go and grab an item frame and a stone block. We're going to go and place down an item frame on top of this acacia wood plank right here, and a stone block in the item frame. Now at this point here, we're going to go ahead and then start doing our deck markings. So for our deck markings here, we're going to start off by going ahead and going back from this item frame. We're going to place down a white carpet, yellow carpet, then 1, 2, and 3, and 4 white carpets. We're going to go and then go toward the right side, 2 white carpets, yellow carpet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white carpets, yellow carpet, 1, 2 white carpets, then go over to the right side again, 1, 2, 3, 4 white carpets, yellow carpet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 white carpet, yellow carpet, then again go over to the side here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 white carpet all the way back. Once we have that done, we're going to take our yellow carpet and we're just going to go ahead and do a line that goes across. So from each one of these yellow carpets here, we're just going to do a line of carpet that goes all the way across to the outside. So it's going to be like this for each one of our lines. So just like that, and this one right here is just going to go to this iron trapdoor and it's going to stop. Now once we get to this point, we have our lines kind of marked here. We're going to go then place down a yellow carpet, which is going to go, to start off with, it's going to go, for the first one here, we're going to place down 1 in the front here, 1 back, and then basically kind of do like a little circle here. We're going to go then skip back space, we're going to go to this section here, yellow carpet, go back here, yellow carpet, then our circle, a yellow carpet here, yellow carpet here, and then our circle again after that line. We're going to then go back, then over, yellow carpet, like that. And then right here, again, our circle, right there in the center. Then our yellow carpet here again, followed by this section here, a little bit different. We're going to go to this yellow carpet here, go off of it 1, then do our circle like so. And we want to then go 1 and 2 white carpets kind of checkered back. So it should look something like this here from up above. And once we have that kind of settled like that, we're going to go and then grab ourselves some levers. We're going to place down a lever on this iron trapdoor here. This one, skip a space, and then another one right there. And then coming off those levers, we're going to be going ahead and placing down skeleton skulls. So 1, 2, and 3 skeleton skulls like so. We then want to take white carpet and along basically the outline here of our flight deck, so on top of these iron trapdoors, we're just going to go ahead and place down white carpet. So this is going to go ahead and kind of follow our outline. Right here it's going to kind of tuck in, go on top of these stone blocks, and run all the way back on these iron trapdoors. And then right here it's going to end on this stone block right there. So that's where it's going to stop. And then also we want to grab some stone pressure plates, and we're going to place down stone pressure plates on top of these 2 iron trapdoors. Now after that's done, we can go and then take our green carpet, and for the inside here of our flight deck, we're just going to go and take our green carpet and just fill the space in on the inside here. So the inside here of this kind of runway type design. And we're just going to completely fill this in like so. And we're going to go all the way up to this stone block here and stop right at that stone corner stair. And that right there is going to basically make the flight deck there and have that all colored and all that stuff. Anyways, with that complete, going ahead and moving into our conning tower. Conning tower here, we're going to go after this stone brick wall. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 stone blocks back. We then want to grab black concrete, and we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, black concrete, and then 1, 2, 3 stone blocks back, just like that. Now once we get to this point, we're going to go ahead and start off by going ahead and doing the inside line first. For this, we're going to need some inside walls and some light gray stained glass panes. First off, we place down 2 light gray stained glass panes, followed by 2 inside walls, 2 light gray stained glass panes, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 andesite walls, 2 light gray stained glass panes, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 andesite walls back like so. Our row on the other side here, it's going to be slightly different. We're going to go ahead and start off by going ahead and placing down a skeleton skull next to this stone block, followed by a light gray stained glass pane. We then want to place down a andesite wall, then 2 light gray stained glass panes, 2 andesite walls, 2 light gray stained glass panes, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 andesite walls. We're going to go then grab ourselves some iron bars. We're going to place down 2 iron bars here along the side, then an andesite wall, and then 2 light gray stained glass panes back. After that, we're going to go and then grab ourselves a shulker box. We're going to place down a shulker box here on top of this stone block here, a stone brick stair going back from it, and we then want to go and place down a end rod coming off that stone brick stair like so. Then we're going to go ahead and take our daylight detectors. We're going to place down 2 daylight detectors here next to that gun, turn those to night mode, and then also a daylight detector there, turn that to night mode as well. At this point here, we're going to go and then take our green carpet, and we're just going to go and cover up the deck after the conning tower. So this whole space here is going to be covered up. We're not going to place it down on top of the iron trapdoors, so we're just going to be covering up basically the deck space here. So it's going to cover up this whole area here, going all the way to the back of the ship, and on top of our stone blocks, so just like that. So looking at it from above there, it should look something like that for that all covered up. Lastly, we want to go and grab our stone slabs and also our beds here. We're going to start off by going ahead and placing down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone pressure plates, a white bed, 1 and 2 stone pressure plates, a white bed, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21 stone pressure plates back, just like that along the side there. And that right there is going to basically wrap up what we have here for layer number 5. As you can see, quite a bit went on this layer, basically a lot of setting up for our future layers, and that right there is going to be our longest layer for the build. Again, here's what it looks like from up above with it all complete. And with that though, that's going to wrap up layer 5, and let's go ahead and move on to layer number 6. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we have layer number 6. For layer 6 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a dark oak fence gate on top of this stone top slab here, and we're going to open up the fence gate toward the front. We then want to place down a end rod on top of that fence gate, just like that. After that's done, we want to go ahead and then go back to, or go to the sides here of this fence gate. We're going to place down a acacia wood pressure plate, followed by a second acacia wood pressure plate on both sides there, and then down the center, we're going to place down 2 acacia wood trapdoors, like so, going back from that fence gate. On both sides of this trapdoor here, we're going to place down an end rod, and then going up from the end rod, just so we don't have to worry about it later, we're going to take iron bars, we're going to place down 2 iron bars up, just like this. That's going to be on both sides there. We then want to place down an anvil here, on top of that acacia wood plank, and we're going to then place down a wither skeleton skull to both sides of that anvil. On top of these stone brick stairs here, same thing, end rod on top of both, and then 2 iron bars going up, like so. We're going to go then place down another anvil here on top of this stone block here. Same thing, wither skeleton skull to both sides, like so. We're going to go then place down a stone brick wall on top of this one, and then to both sides of that stone brick wall, we're just going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate. And just so we don't have to worry about coming back to it later, we're just going to place down a stone pressure plate on top of that wall as well. After that, we want to go and then place down a end rod on top of these 2 stone brick stairs, and we're going to go and go up 2 iron bars, just like that. And also, we want to take our iron bars, and above the skulls here, we're going to go ahead and also place down 2 iron bars that go up as well to the sides there. After that, we have our gun here, which is going to be a stone brick stair. So we can go ahead and grab our materials back here, stone brick stair, and we're going to need a light gray shulker box. We're going to place down a stone brick stair on top of the stair here, a light gray shulker box, and then taking our skeleton skulls, we're going to place down 2 skeleton skulls on the sides there of that. And then after we have that all done there, we're going to go in very simply, just place down a cobweb behind it like so, and on top of that cobweb, we're going to place down a skeleton skull. And we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a iron trapdoor, and we're going to place down an iron trapdoor on top of that gun. Again, we're just doing these minor little details that are kind of partially in the next layer, technically, just so we don't have to worry about them later, since they're just real simple stuff we're adding on. Then we're just going to go ahead and grab ourselves a stone brick wall. We're going to place it down on top of this stone block here. Like we did up here, 2 dark oak wood fence gates to the sides here, and then a stone pressure plate on top. After that, we then want to place down an iron trapdoor on top of this stone block right here. And once we get to this point, we're going to then go out to our side here. So on top of these skulls, we're going to place down end rods that go up from them. And just like we did up here, we're going to take our iron bars, and we're going to go ahead and go up 2 iron bars up from those end rods. So just like that on the end. Once that's done, going ahead and moving into our conning tower. So for our conning tower here, we're going to start off by going ahead and placing down 2 gray carpet here. We're going to then place down a daylight detector in the center here, followed by turn the daylight detector to the night mode. And we also want to place down a skeleton skull on the stone block in front of the daylight detector. Then we're going to place down a skeleton skull in this corner space, like so. After that, we want to go ahead and take our black concrete. We're going to place down a black concrete block here in the center, and then a stone block to both sides of that black concrete block. Actually, sorry, a stone stair to both sides, like that. Now, if you're on Java Edition, we can go ahead and do one additional detail feature, and what this is going to entail is grabbing item frames and also black beds. We're going to place down item frames on the side of these stairs with black beds in the item frames rotated like this so the pillars are facing toward the inside. And again, that's a feature you're only going to be able to do on Java. Unfortunately, Bedrock, you cannot put an item frame and a other block in the same block space, so you can see we can't place it with the skeleton skull and the gray carpet in their way. So right there, it's a little extra feature that you can do if you're on Java. Anyways, after this point here, we're going to go and then place down a skeleton skull, come off the faces there of those stairs. We then want to go ahead and go down the center here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 stone full blocks, and then 1, 2, 3 black concrete blocks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stone blocks down the center. Going to the left side of the conning tower to begin with, we're going to take our stairs. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 stone stairs along the side there. And coming off those stairs, we're going to go and grab dark oak wood fence gates, dark oak wood signs, and we're going to place down dark oak wood signs here along those 10 stairs. So all the way along the side here, just like that. Then we want to place down 2 skeleton skulls, followed by 2 andesite walls, and then a skeleton skull come off this andesite wall, like that. A dark oak wood sign on the side of this andesite wall here, and then we're going to place down a item frame on this stone block. And we're going to place down a black bed in the item frame, rotate on its side, a dark oak wood sign over the item frame. Again, if you're on Java, you can do that. On Bedrock, just go ahead and place down the item frame. And then going ahead and work our way to the other side here, we're going to place down a andesite wall on this side as well, with a dark oak wood sign coming off the side of it, like that, and also a skeleton skull coming off that wall, like so. We then want to take our stone stairs, and we're going to go ahead and take our stone stairs and just go ahead and run this all the way along the side here, connected up to that stone stair there in the front. And like we did on the other side here, we're just going to run dark oak wood signs along the faces here of these stairs, all the way along the side. So, just like that, we have our line all the way along the side there. After that is all complete, we're going to then go to the back here. We're going to place down a stone brick wall that is going to go on top of this stone block with a dark oak wood fence gate to both sides of that stone brick wall. And just like the front up here, we're going to go and place down a stone pressure plate up on top there. And once we have that all complete there, that is going to basically wrap up what we have there for layer number 6. Looking at it from above here, this we should have for this layer to go ahead and complete it. And with that, we'll go ahead and move into our next layer, which will be layer number 7. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we'll be moving into layer 7. For layer 7 to go ahead and get started with, we're going to be going ahead and go into this back section here, basically our bridge. And to get started with here, we want to go ahead and place down a gray carpet on top of these 2 stone stairs here. We then want to go ahead and place down an iron bar in front of it, or basically on top of this daylight detector, and then a skeleton skull coming off the iron bar going toward the back here. To both sides of this iron bar, we're going to place down one more, or actually, we're going to leave it just at the 1 iron bar. And we can go ahead and then grab ourselves a debug stick, and we can go ahead and change the directions here to have it face the directions we want it to. So we're going to go ahead and change it so that it faces out to the sides and then faces back and connects up to that skeleton skull, like so there. So just a fun little thing you can do there with the debug stick. Anyways, after that, we're going to go ahead and then place down a stone stair back from that skeleton skull with the skeleton skull on both sides of the stone stair. We're going to go then grab our stone blocks. We're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3 stone blocks, and on the side of those 3 stone blocks, we're going to place down 3 andesite walls, and that'll be over here on the left side, and over here on the right side, it's going to be 2 andesite walls, and then a light gray stained glass pane. This section here, we're going to place down a stone block, followed by a polished andesite block to the sides. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves item frames and dark oak wood signs. We're going to place down an item frame here on these polished andesite blocks, like so. And again, if you are on Java, we can place a dark oak wood sign over the side of the block, as well as the item frame. But again, on Bedrock, just go ahead and place down the item frame. At this point here, we're going to place down a row of 3 of black concrete, followed by a row of 3 of iron bars to both sides, like so. After that, we're going to go then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone blocks back. And then we're going to go and then place down a stone stair on the very end here. On both sides of the stone stair, we're going to place down a skeleton skull, like so. After that, we want to go and then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 andesite walls going forward, and 1, 2, 3, 4 andesite walls over here on this side. On our third andesite wall on the sides here, we're going to go ahead and place down a iron trapdoor to both sides, like so. And we also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a barrier block. And on the first andesite wall, this one right here, we're going to place down a barrier block to both sides. And we're going to then place down stone buttons here on the sides of those barrier blocks, like that. And once we have that done, go into the back here. We're going to place down a skeleton skull on top of, we're going to go and start off by going and place down an iron bar on top of this sign right here, so kind of above this space. And we're going to then place down a skeleton skull come off like so. And using our same technique as the front here, we're going to go ahead and basically change the directions of this fence, or this iron bar like that, to go ahead and create a little system, something like that. And with that all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 8 for the build. This is what it looks like from up above. And with that, we'll probably go ahead and start moving into our final layers here of the build, and go ahead and finish off the Novorossiysk. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our final layers here. We have layers 8 through 13. For these layers to go ahead and get started with, we're going ahead and go into this section here, and on top of this stone stair here, we're going to place down a andesite wall. To both sides of the andesite wall, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab, followed by a dark oak wood sign, which is going to be going on the side here of those top slabs, just like this. We're going to go then place down end rods coming off those top slabs going toward the front here. And then after that, we want to go and grab a fence gate, and we're going to be placing down a fence gate here on top of this inside wall, open it toward the front, skeleton skull to both sides of the fence gate, and we're going to then place down a end rod coming off those skeleton skulls facing forward. We're going to go ahead and go to the back here, do the same thing on top of this stair. So this stair here, same thing. So just like this. But this time we want to go ahead and make sure our end rods are facing toward the rear of the ship, so the opposite direction. Dark oak fence gate on top, opened up, skeleton skull to both sides, and our end rods coming off the skeleton skulls like that. Anyways, after that is all complete there, we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves some end rods, iron bars, and chains. We're going to go ahead and go to this stone block here. We're going to place down a end rod. We're going to go then place down a iron bar, and then we're going to place down 1, 2 chains up like that. After we get to this point, we're going to place down a stone slab, or sorry, a stone stair, followed by a stone full block, and then a second stone full block. We're going to then go up from this stone full block here, up 1, and then a second one back like so. Going up from our polished andesite, we're going to place down 2 polished andesite blocks up on both sides here. We then want to go and grab our item frames, place our item frames, polished andesite full blocks in those item frames. And again, if you're on Java, we can take dark oak wood signs and cover them up on the sides like that as well. So just like that. And then after that, we want to go and then also take our andesite walls. We're going to place down an andesite wall here. And we're going to go and then grab our skeleton skulls and also our light gray stainless panes. We're going to place down a light gray stainless pane here and a skeleton skull next to this stone block. Over here, we're going to go and place down a skeleton skull here, andesite wall here, and then a light gray stainless pane like so. After we have that all done, we want to go and then take our stone blocks. We're going to place down 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. So we're going to go do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 columns of 2. And along the sides there of both sides, we're going to very simply just place down our andesite walls. So we're just going to place down basically a row of 6 here, and then a second row of 6 here up on top. Same thing over here. So just like that across. We then want to go and go to our third from last wall right here. We're going to place down 2 dark oak fence gates out to the side. So just like that. And if you do have access to the debug stick, we can go ahead and fix this, basically this fence gate here, to remove it so that it's not in the wall. So in wall to false. So it kind of stays even with the other one. And then at this point here, we're going to go and grab our barrier blocks. And we're just going to place down 1 and 2 barrier blocks over, 2 stone buttons, and then 1 to the side. So same thing over here. Just like that. Now after that's done, we want to go and then take a skeleton skull, and we're going to place it down on top of these 2 iron trapdoors. So 1 here, and 1 here. And we want to go and then grab our iron bar, or our end rod, place it down here in this center space, and then we're going to place down 3 chains that go up like that. Anyways, after we have that done, on the top here, we're going to go ahead and grab our, polished blackstone and our daylight detectors. We're going to place down a daylight detector here, turn it to night mode, daylight detector out to the sides here, turn those to night mode, and then our polished blackstone slabs, which can be row 3 across here. And again, if you have that debug stick, make sure you go ahead and use it to alter the properties here of the wall, or of this fence gate again as well, because it may move on you. And then this stone block in the center here, we are going to replace with a black concrete one. So just like that in the center. After that's all done, we then want to go ahead and grab a stone brick wall. We're going to place down a stone brick wall right here, and then we want to go and then grab our iron bars. We're going to place down a row of 3 of iron bars across the top of it. We want to go and select our middle iron bar, and we're going to go ahead and change the direction of it so it faces toward the back there. And then coming off of it, we're going to place down a dark oak fence gate, like so, opened up toward the iron bar. And again, you may need to use the debug stick here again to alter it to move it forward. After this point, we're going to go then take our dark oak fence gates. We're going to place down 2 fence gates like this, opened up toward each other. We then want to go ahead and take our iron trapdoors, and coming off this fence gate, or the back one further back, we're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors to the sides. So 1, 2. And we then want to place down a skeleton skull on the 2 trapdoors there, 2 trapdoors there to the sides. We're going to then place down 2 fence gates on top of these 2 here, have them opened up toward each other as well. And again, we're going to do the same thing one more time with our fence gates, so going up one more time. Then on the top here, we're going to go and place down a iron trapdoor, coming up both sides of this top fence gate. and then a skeleton skull on top of those fence gates, like so. And we just want to go and then take our smooth quartz stairs, put 2 stairs back to back on top of those fence gates. And also one quick adjustment over here on this left side, on top of this iron trapdoor, we're actually going to place down a end rod that goes up instead. At this point here, we want to go and then go off these trapdoors with a end rod to both sides, and then we're going to go out to the side one more and back with a end rod, like that to both sides there. And same thing for the front, we're going to go ahead and go forward, basically one. So we're going to place down an end rod here, out to the side, and then our end rod. Same thing over here. End rod coming off that space, and then one more going forward out to the side there, like that. So it's going to be the same thing there for both. We then want to go ahead and grab a stone brick slab and a skeleton skull. We're going to place down a stone brick slab on top of this polished andesite block, and then a skeleton skull at the side of it. And then going back from it, we're going to place down an iron trapdoor on the side there with a dark oak sign on the side of the trapdoor. That's going to be on the left side and the left side only. After that's all done, we want to go and then place down a stone brick wall on top of this stone block, followed by a second stone brick wall up. Coming off that second stone brick wall, we're going to place down a iron bar, and then we're going to place down 2 iron bars out to both sides. And then on the bottom here, we're going to place down a row of 3 of iron bars across the center. And again, if you have access to that debug stick, we're going to be going ahead and using it here to go ahead and make sure that the wall is not connecting to the iron bar. So we want to make sure that this is not connected up either. So we have something that looks like that there. Once we have that done, we're going to then go to the top here and do a row of 3 of iron bars across as well. For our final little details here around that, we want to go ahead and start off with place down a skeleton skull up on top of this stone brick wall. And then to the sides of this stone brick wall here, we're going to place down a dark oak sign to both sides, and then a dark oak fence gate coming off that wall, like so, and then opened up toward it, just like that. And once we have that all complete there, that's going to basically wrap up my design here for the Soviet aircraft carrier Novorossiysk. And with that, that's going to wrap up this tutorial. Hope you guys do enjoy this build and are able to put it to good use. If you do abuse this build, I do ask you guys give me proper credit for it. This could be anything from a style of build to my channel or this video if this does appear in social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for the build, you're free to use it for a project you guys are working on. Overall, enjoy the build, have fun with it, and all that fun stuff. With that though, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.